This is episode 57 of the Online Playmaker Sessions with lifestyle entrepreneur and video marketer, Somji.
Welcome to the Online Playmaker Sessions. This is the place for the latest what's working now strategies from the best online playmakers, the top marketers, the rising stars who are making it happen right now. Every week, you'll get real, actionable lessons that you can take and apply immediately in your business, delivered in short 20-minute sessions. Our focus is your results. Here's your host, entrepreneur, world-class trainer, and marketing strategist, Norbert Orlowitz.
Hello, online playmakers. If this is your first time tuning into the Playmaker Sessions, thank you for choosing us, and don't forget to subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, and if you prefer video, our YouTube channel at onlineprofitplaybook.tv. As with all of our episodes, we have all the show notes, transcripts, and actionable tips over on the blog. Just head over to www.onlineprofitplaybook.com. You'll also be able to get access to my complimentary 5-video tutorial series on building the proper foundation for your online business, as well as several other free trainings, including my Instant Income Multiplier tutorial. And if you're ready to multiply your results fast, check out the premium membership of our Online Profit Playbook, where our guests open up their closely guarded playbooks and walk you step by step through the exact marketing funnels and sales process they use to build their audience, grow their influence, and make sales. Get the coveted Online Profit Playbook today. Just head over to onlineprofitplaybook.com and join the Playmakers. Somji is an entrepreneur from London, UK, who currently resides in Calgary, Canada. Although a full-time entrepreneur, Kay holds a bachelor's degrees in Actuarial Science and Statistics. Coming from a family of business owners, the corporate employee role just never suited him. Having been successful in other ventures and direct sales positions, network marketing was different, and although Kay built a team, he struggled to maintain and build upon the organization. He then stumbled upon magnetic sponsoring, and that changed the course of his business forever. Leveraging the internet, coupled with attracting people instead of chasing them, Kay has been able to create a full-time income for himself and become well recognized in the industry, most notably for his blogging and video style. Kay routinely travels 3 to 4 months of the year and focuses on building his business around his lifestyle. Kay's driving focus comes from the desire to empower others to live the life they truly deserve and to play by their own rules. This week's online playmaker, Somji. All right, welcome back, everybody. Episode 57 of the Online Playmaker Sessions. And today I've got a fellow Canadian here with me, Somji. Kay, how you doing today?
Hey, Norbert, I'm doing fantastic, brother. Thanks for having me out.
Awesome. Good to have you here. Now, obviously, you've got a good accent there. That's not a Canadian accent. So you got to give us a little bit of background here. I think we got to start out. Give us a little bit of background, a little bit of your story and how you got involved in this industry, just so everyone knows where you're from.
Well, firstly, good ear, mate. Definitely not a Canadian accent. I'm from London in the UK. I've been in Canada since 2002, so a long time. Really should have lost the accent, but not happening.
Don't do it.
And I've been in the industry since 2007. I actually started in traditional network marketing. I saw one of the flyers, it kind of captivated me. Went to a meeting, saw all the circles. I was hooked. As so many of us are. Transitioned from there, built my business. Fell into Google, and I came across magnetic sponsoring, again, like so many of us did.
Yep.
Went through that, found some online communities, and really that's where I've transitioned from not just traditional network marketing, but also building my business online, building online affiliate streams, and kind of marrying the network marketing arena with the online marketing. And it's proven very profitable now.
That's awesome. And we talk a lot about that, obviously, because, we're focused on marketers that are doing things online on the internet. Obviously, we feature a lot of people from the network marketing industry, but I'm always fascinated by that transition of network marketers coming into the online space and then realizing and seeing, hey, there's lots of different ways for me to build my business here, and there's additional income streams I can throw into the picture. How do you when you try to communicate with other network marketers the potential of what you can do online, how do you try to communicate that? Because it's a bit of a jump. You know what I mean? When you're just a network marketing rep and you're just told to promote your company and pitch it to everybody you possibly can. And then you come online and then there's this whole new world of online business. How do you try to, paint the picture of what's possible to traditional network marketers when you speak with them?
So you do have those two different realms, and sometimes people's eyes can go a little bit too big when they see the possibilities online. So I really like to keep it in perspective. So firstly, I'll tell them how in network marketing, we're taught about multiple streams of income, yet most network marketers actually only make one. It's just their products or services, and I guess the opportunity, if you would call that a second. But really, they're only promoting one thing. And I try and get them to realize that you think of your business as a wheel, and you have spokes coming off of that wheel. And each of your income streams represents one of those spokes. So if people want to use your company, if they want to use your products or services, that's great. However, some people may not want to. And if you can monetize in that area, why would you not? So you can appeal to the people who want to use your product or service, maybe the people who don't want to use it at all, or people who are already using it and looking for other areas. So I teach them that it's really the difference between being a network marketing salesperson and an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
A salesperson just goes out and shares that product. An entrepreneur solves problems. And that's really what I see the key difference.
I love it. I love that you bring that up, and I love the way that you defined entrepreneur there, because the next question I wanted to talk to you about is talking to you about magnetic sponsoring and this whole concept of attraction marketing, that we teach at MLSP. Obviously, that Mike Dillard brought out in his book Magnetic Sponsoring, which you can pick up on Amazon. Maybe we'll leave a link here because that's obviously a book that every one of us have read. When you talk to network marketers about the concept of attraction marketing, it's very different than everything they've been taught from their upline and traditional training inside of network marketing, which basically teaches you to literally chase after anyone that you can, go after people. What is this concept of attraction marketing, and how has it changed your business?
Attraction marketing has just changed my business like night and day. And I always knew it was the right way to go about it. I just didn't know how to implement it until I read Magnetic Sponsoring, because I saw in my business, prospecting people, which is fine. It does work for some people, but essentially you are always chasing your next sale. And I found, and I tend to compare the network marketing industry to other industries. And I look, and I like to use analogies, and I think, well, the person at Starbucks, the person who owns it, they get customers coming to them because people love the coffee and they're looking for coffee. However, if that Starbucks barista was to run down the street chasing everybody with a coffee cup and asking who wants coffee, it'd be a totally different story. Nobody would want it. So the concept is people are coming to them, and it's not just in the coffee business, it's in every single industry. So network marketing, if you have a great product, should be no difference. I feel it kind of cheapens what you're promoting if you are having to chase people. If they come to you, they have a way greater respect. So having read Magnetic Sponsoring, it really put things into perspective of how you can transfer that into this industry. And it's changed things for me amazingly just by getting people to come to me now.
So, Kay, that sounds amazing. Having prospects actually coming to you, approaching you about your business, about your products and services. Every business owner wants that. I mean, that is the big struggle, is marketing. We see so many businesses, traditional businesses, network marketing businesses, you name it, online businesses. Majority of businesses struggle because they're not getting enough customers. They're not getting enough clients interested in their business, product, or opportunity. So what you're saying sounds amazing. The question is, how do we actually achieve that? And how did you achieve that? Because obviously you made that transition. What were some of the things you started doing to start to create that attraction and bring people to you?
The first real thing, Norbert, was defining my target market. Because up till that point, I'd thought, everybody could use this. Everybody's going to want this. And there's two real distinctions there. Sure, everybody can use it, but is everybody going to use it? And is it what everybody's looking for? That is the real thing. So again, I love my analogies, but let's say, you've got a weight loss product. There's a big difference between the person who wants to lose weight and the person who's very content where they are and not looking to lose weight. Or sense to market to the person who actually wants your product, because they're already in the market for it. They are just looking for the right person or the right product in front of them at that time, and they'll buy. Whereas the person who is very content with what they're doing, they're not looking for a change, you can convince them, but it's just not effective marketing. So the first thing is define your target market. So going back to our example of traditional network marketers, they're looking for every person with a pulse, really, instead of looking for the people who want to earn extra income, the people who want to start a home business, the people who are maybe looking for reasons to get more time freedom. Those are the people they should be targeting. And they can do that by putting those things out there, by marketing that kind of information to people. So if you can create an audience of people who are looking to make more money from home, and then you can teach them 3 fundamental keys, for example, to making more money at home, and position what you have as the solution to that, then people will come to you. Not by saying, this is how you do it, this is my product. Well, no, this is how you achieve what you want to achieve, and your product or opportunity is the solution that fits that.
Right. Yeah.
That's how I found I did it for myself.
Absolutely. Now, I would imagine that when you came on into the online space, that you didn't immediately have amazing success and results. I mean, from what I see, most people who transition online, they usually go through a process of, learning, a little bit of overwhelm, a little bit of struggle, until you finally kind of break through and figure this whole thing out. Now, some people, it can take them weeks, some people months, some people even a couple of years. What I'm interested in for you is, what was the breakthrough? What did you start doing in your business that took you from, being new online, trying to figure it out and struggling, to actually finally creating results online? What were the things that you started to do in your business?
Well, I actually spent a lot of time in that phase of not getting results. So I think it's a perfect answer I can give here. And what I did was that really changed me from getting no results to starting to get steady results and then very big results. Was really, 1, it was taking action, and 2 was consistency. And some people may have heard that, but really it's taking action on everything that you learn. So we'll sit there and we'll watch trainings, and we'll pick and choose, like, I can do that and I can ignore that. Well, as soon as I changed my mindset to, when I learn something, I'm going to implement it, and I'm not going to learn anything new until I've implemented that one thing, that actually got me moving forward. Because, I love learning, as so many of us in this industry do. So the only way for me to allow myself to learn more was to implement what I had previously learned. So I'd learn something, implement it, learn something new, and while still implementing that old thing, just build on top of it. And then it was really the consistency. So you learn something, you have to do it every single day. You want to take action on something, do it every single day, or however often is required for that marketing method. That's really what it was for me, is just that consistency over time.
So when you say take action, because we hear that a lot, take action, take action, take action. I'm going to dig in here, and I want to know, what specific actions did you take? What specific actions worked for you to get you moving forward?
Okay, so one example is on Facebook, and an example was of giving value to my audience. So I've chosen to do that primarily through video marketing. So taking action was learning how to do the video. It was actually implementing it. So doing the video and also doing it the correct way, because there are different ways that are going to be more effective than others. So I found what was working for other people, and I went and did that. So I decided, okay, when I do my video, I'm going to introduce myself in every video. I'm going to pose a question. I'm going to deliver that content. I'm going to give a call to action on every single video. So those were the 4 steps I put into videos. Then when I had that down, I decided, okay, now I'm going to do a video 3 times a week. I started doing it 3 times a week. That was my taking action. Then from there, I scaled it up. I started doing my videos 5 times a week. That was my taking action. And there was always one more thing I would keep adding on. So once I've got down to doing the 5 consistently, then adding something else. It's really learning one new thing, implementing that one thing until it becomes a habit, and then adding something new until that becomes a habit. And it's a perpetual cycle from there.
Awesome. Now, in the premium case study interview, you're gonna show us exactly what you're doing on Facebook, one of your funnels, one of your processes to get leads and make sales. You've got a pretty simple, video marketing strategy on Facebook. I see a lot of people, I think a lot of people see the potential of Facebook. They see a lot of people doing videos and Facebook Lives, and what I've seen is I've seen a lot of new people try to get started with it, do a few videos, and then get really frustrated that after a couple of weeks of doing videos, they're not seeing any engagement, they're not seeing any leads, they're not seeing any results. What kind of advice would you give to those people, that are just getting started with video marketing and getting maybe frustrated with the lack of results?
Yeah, so to combat that, people need to have 2 things. They need to have, one, a bit more of a long-term vision. You need to understand that, give yourself, allow yourself to be bad at it at first. You're not going to be great at first. You're not really going to know what you're doing. And that's what maybe that 60 or 90-day period is to really allow yourself to do. You build up, you build that habit, and then you perfect it. You get better and better as you move along. Keep moving and give yourself that time. Give yourself that 90 days. So that's the first thing, is have a bit more of a long-term vision. And number 2, really put yourself in the shoes of your prospect. So if your prospect has seen, for example, they've seen Kay all over Facebook, but, just posting memes and not really doing business stuff. And all of a sudden I start doing videos. It's going to take a little while for people to get used to the fact of, I'm actually sharing advice for business. They're not going to watch one video and say, well, he's the expert. A lot of people are going to doubt at first. They're not going to know who you are. You're going to be new to them if you've just connected with them. So you have to allow people to get to know, like, and trust you and see that you are the real deal. And they're going to see that you're the real deal by sticking around. If you do 2 or 3 weeks, so see no results, and then you disappear, well, again, what is your prospect going to think? Are they going to think, wow, that strategy is working? Or are they going to think, he disappeared because it's not working for him? And it's probably going to be the latter. So you have to stay in front of people, keep putting out that consistent content, and always relate to your prospects and not just what they're thinking. A lot of people, when they're new into videos, they want to talk about, this is who I am, this is what I'm doing, this is why I started a home business, and not making it about the person. As humans, we're always looking what's in it for us. It's just the way we're programmed. So always relate to that. Always understand somebody's going to stick around. They're going to tune in. They're going to stay longer, and they're going to want to see more of your content if they know what is in it for them. If it appeals to them and they can really relate to it, they're going to stick around and watch you more and more. And that's when they're going to realize, you're actually doing the things that are working. You're going to start getting some results. So stick with it for, I would say, 90 days to start. And if it's really a long-term thing, if it's really something you want to do, just treat it like any other long-term commitment. Like, you go to uni to take an engineering degree. You don't quit that in 30 days or 60 days or even 90 days because you're not an engineer. So have the exact same mindset when approaching this.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That is key, is that long-term vision. I mean, I try to harp on that with everybody that I get a chance to speak to, because that's what I see. If there was one thing that I think separates the successful marketers from those that struggle and ultimately fail, it's that consistency. Because everyone that I speak to has gone through that period of struggle, right? And it's the people that can stick through it and that have that long-term vision and are saying, you know what, this is what I'm doing, and I'm not giving up until I figure this out, until I develop the skills. Those are the ones that always have success, because you give yourself the time to develop, the time to master something. So I'm glad that you brought that up. You've created a lot of success on Facebook, and I think I see a lot of people trying to get on social media. They know that Facebook is the way to go. How do we create engagement and create that audience on Facebook? What are some things that you do to build up that engagement and build up your impact, to be able to impact more people. You know, a lot of people get started in this. They've got a few hundred friends on Facebook. They start doing videos. There's no engagement. What kind of activities should we be doing to build that audience and to create that engagement that we're looking for?
So on Facebook, to create that engagement in that audience, you know, simply put out engaging content. So I know it sounds very simple. You need to understand what Facebook is intended for. So obviously we can give value to people, and that is, you know, primarily what we're there to do. We're not there to sell. Facebook was never intended for people to come there and buy. And put in perspective, when you want to buy something, Norbert, I'm sure you don't go onto Facebook and say, let me buy this. Chances are you'll go to eBay or Amazon. However, you'll come to Facebook if you want to be entertained, you want to be educated, you want to just keep up with your friends, keep up with your family, see what's going on. So that's what I like to do. I like to inject a lot of those things, inject the value with the other things. So first thing is be consistent and stay in front of your audience. Your audience can't see you if you're not there. And if you have, say, a couple of hundred, maybe a few thousand friends on Facebook, they probably have the same. So they're not going to see everything of yours. So it's so important to be in front of them multiple times per day to allow them to see you. So I recommend 3 to 5 times a day posting on Facebook. Even 3 is great, but just be consistent with it. So I space mine out morning, afternoon, evening. And if different things are on my mind, I post those as well. Another big thing is posting value and inspirational stuff. And I don't just mean posting a quote or a quote image. Really, you need to be the one that's inspiring people. So I'll post some quote images, but you know, take that time, go above and beyond, stand out, write 2 or 3 paragraphs about what it means to you, craft a story, and then create some engagement, ask a question. So for example, this quote really hits home with me for reasons X, Y, and Z. I found it's helped in my life. Have you found the same? Comment below and let me know. I would love to know what you think. Really create it as an engagement platform, as a conversation that's going on. It's not a one-way street. It's not just, here, I'm posting this, allow the engagement. So inspiration and motivation. You want to promote your lifestyle. You want to post that. People can actually get to know you. People join people they know, like, and trust. So if they see your lifestyle, if they see you out to dinner, they see you out at the movies, they've seen maybe you on holiday, they've seen pictures of you with the family, they're going to know you a lot better than somebody who's only posting. Even if you're posting great inspiration and great videos, they need to see that lifestyle as well.
So this is great, because you're talking about, you know, posting photos of your lifestyle, of family, of vacations, quotes. You're talking about inspiration, value, doing videos, like actually using Facebook as a social media platform. That's what you're saying.
And yeah, exactly, mate, exactly. And also the aspect of entertainment. And while we're on the topic, it's anytime I make a post, I put it in these 4 categories. Results, any results you've created, they will inspire people, they will motivate people. Even if they're not your own results, maybe teammates' results, other people's results. Celebrate people. It's a real quality of leaders. That's what leaders do. Second post type is entertainment. So I made a post the other day about how I was watching somebody struggling to parallel park. You know, that was a little bit funny to me. Everyone's got their own idea of entertainment, but you know, post some entertainment. That's what we're on Facebook for. Third one is value. So something inspirational, motivational. And then 4th thing is lifestyle. So lifestyle, like I just mentioned there. And the value can be also videos and things as well. So if it doesn't fit in results, entertainment, value, and lifestyle, I don't use it personally. I found that to be a very, very good mix for me. And that's what I use. So, yeah.
Okay, so now I've got to ask you, because there's some people watching this right now and saying, okay, I'm posting all this social media stuff, I'm being social, I'm adding value. How do I actually use this to get leads and make sales for my business? Because right now it just seems like a lot of stuff about my life, but how does this actually connect to me growing my business using social media?
Yeah, ideal place to transition there. So the first post type I mentioned was results. So when you get results, you post them, not in a bragging way, more to inspire people. So if I were to position that, you know, maybe a post of you hitting a rank, maybe signing up a couple of people, maybe even generating a few leads, or maybe somebody in your team getting results. And you could express how happy and grateful you are to have got those results now, whereas before you were struggling. What made you make the change? What did you start implementing? Actually give people a few things that they can implement, and then tell them below, if you'd like to learn how to get these, feel free to shoot me a message. I would love to help you out. That's not a pitch. That is just something to allow people to come and message you for a little bit more information. And you can dive deeper on how you got that certain result. Well, like I said, if you didn't get that result, go find somebody who did. Go ask them how they got it, and you can share that with this person who's reaching out to you. The value, the same way. When you're shooting a video, teaching something, again, if you got some information from this, if you really enjoyed this video, feel free to reach out to me. You give that call to action, or you can send them to a link, wherever you want. Because once you've helped somebody, as humans, we feel obligated to reciprocate. I'm sure when somebody helps you out, you want to give back to that person. You don't want to give back to a stranger. You want to help back the person who's helped you. So if you're giving all that value, and you say to people, if you got value from this and you want to check out what I'm doing, feel free to click the link below and you can see what I'm doing. It's not needy, it's not desperate. And once you've given that value, people are going to be more inclined to go and do that. And with the lifestyle as well, the lifestyle is not going to directly generate you stuff, but it keeps you in the back of people's minds. Now, when it's time for them to come and check out your business, well, guess what? They've seen you on the beach. They've seen you with friends. They've seen you with family. Maybe nothing that glamorous. Maybe they've just seen you, pictures of you down the pub having a beer, whatever it is. They see that you are a normal person that they can connect with. So it all works full circle in this for when you give your calls to action.
And then when you talk about lifestyle, I'm just thinking about, a few months ago, last year, you were traveling around quite a bit. And I remember seeing photos and videos of you in different places around the world, which is amazing, because that's what we get into this industry and into this business for, is to create that kind of lifestyle, to have time freedom to travel around and do all that kind of stuff. And your business was growing. You were growing your business and you were marketing while you were out there traveling. Can you give us an idea of what that was like for you, and maybe even like your daily method of operations or weekly method of operations? What does your day look like as you're traveling around and still growing your business? I mean, obviously on a part-time basis, you're not sitting there, working it full time during that time, but I know that it was still growing during that time. So give us kind of a picture of what your day was like.
So while I was traveling, you're right, it was part-time. Sometimes I would take, a lot less time than usual, but that's, like you said, what we build the business for. And this is why I love doing it on social media and online. So my typical day, my Facebook activity was actually not much different than it is now. My Facebook activity, so every morning I post some kind of motivation, some kind of inspiration. And like I said, not in a lazy way. I'll take 5 minutes, 10 minutes to craft a really nice post, a bit of a story and how it can relate to other people, create a bit of engagement. That's one thing that I've become known for. And I keep up with that every day. Second thing was a video. And, nowadays we have smartphones. It's very simple. And you may have seen some of my videos. I think like when I was in Paris, I was walking down the street, just holding the phone in my hand and speaking. Another day I was at a coffee shop in Madrid, just talking while I was sipping coffee, same in Prague. So the video, again, it's maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, depending on the day. And I would just shoot a quick Facebook Live, giving some kind of value. And that's kind of 2 in 1, because now I'm sharing the value and lifestyle at the same time. So I would do that. The only thing that kind of dipped while I was away was maybe me getting back to as many people, which sometimes is a good problem to have, because if you can't get back to people right away, they can see, well, he's traveling, he's living his life, he's building a business. So I'd maybe take a little bit longer than usual to get back to people. But I would still very quickly use the Facebook Messenger when I'd have some downtime, spend 10 minutes, respond to 10 messages. And I love the voice message feature for that. You can get back to messages extremely quickly. So really, at that point, that is only about cumulative work, maybe 45 minutes so far there. I would do a bit of mindsets and maybe podcast while I was on the bus somewhere or in my hotel room still. So we're up to about an hour of work a day. And I would maybe do another post later in the day. So maybe some results, maybe sharing a blog post that I'd done previously, maybe an hour and a half of work total. And I would shoot a quick email to my list. And email marketing is something I'm big on as well. Nice thing there, you can actually schedule it out Or you can just, like I do, pop on, shoot a quick 5-minute email, and you're done. So that is really, I used that method to be more like maintenance mode. And what I found was my business was actually growing as people found that I was still giving content, that it actually works while I'm away, and seeing the lifestyle as well, which, like you mentioned, is the real reason most people start this kind of business. So that's how it allowed me to grow while I was away.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. And I really enjoyed, watching those videos of you, in different cities and different countries and stuff. It's exciting. It's exciting when your business is able to grow and you're able to do that. All right, so we're coming to the end here. I want you to let's wrap this up. You've given a lot of great value, some really good specifics about what you're doing in your business. Obviously, in the case study, we're going to dive deeper, a little bit more deeper. We're going to actually, you're going to show us exactly what you're doing. The process you're taking people through. And it really is a pretty simple process. I think people overcomplicate it, and maybe they're just not willing to commit to the consistency that it requires to actually be out there and promote yourself as a brand, which is what you've been doing so effectively. Why don't you leave our listeners and our viewers with a couple of tips here, 3 key tips. Everyone watching right now, they want to create a breakthrough in their business in the next 90 days. They want to take their business to the next level, wherever they're at right now. What are 3 key tips you would give them to create that breakthrough in the next 90 days?
90 days is a perfect time, Norbert. That's a lot of the time we hear 90-day runs. So the first thing is to have that plan and commit to it. So create yourself a daily method of operation. And your daily method of operation, there's a few key things it needs to incorporate. Number 1 is mindset every single day. Number 2 is creating some piece of content every single day. So that could be a blog post, it could be a video, it could be a very inspiring message on social media, some type of content, and you'll want to mix it up as well. You don't always just want to do a post with no video. And I would say, personally speaking, video is the best one. So some kind of content every single day. You also want to be growing your audience on a daily basis. And this is a key one a lot of people miss. You can put out all the fantastic content in the world, but if you're not getting new eyes onto it, nobody's going to see it. So you need to grow your audience every single day. So I think I've kind of wrapped up this DMO as 3 points. So if I were to say, first one is grow your audience every single day. The second one is engage your audience every single day. And the third one is sell to your audience every single day. So I'll really quickly break down what that looks like in the DMO. So growing your audience, whichever social media platform you're on, or whichever platform you use in general for your business. On Facebook, that could look like adding 10 new people per day targeted to your target market. So if you're in health and wellness, don't go and add people who hate health and wellness products. You want to add people who love those products. So maybe in health and wellness groups, health and wellness fan pages, people who are actively in those discussions. You want to add 10 of those people per day. Engaging your audience now becomes a case of providing value, so videos, helpful content, and actually talking to people. Don't just add them and then not talk to them. You talk to them, you engage them. You notice I said engage, not sell yet. So we're not asking them to buy, we're not asking to check anything out. We're just talking to them. So providing valuable video content and speaking to them, maybe how the day's going, building that relationship. If they're in a conversation about health products, how they got into using them, what they've done for them, what their journey is, find out a bit about them, really get to engage with them, get them to know, like, and trust you. And then the third thing is to sell, which a lot of people miss and feel a little bit worried about. Connected with somebody, they know, like, and trust you, you've grown that audience, you've engaged that audience, the sell becomes natural. Once they've gotten the value from you, as I mentioned before, people want to give back. They want to give back to you. So just allow them to do that. Give some great value, and then very casually, if you'd like to find out more about what I'm doing, feel free to check out the link below. If you'd like to learn more about how this opportunity has helped me and helped others, feel free to shoot me PM and we'll have a chat. Very, very, it's not salesy at all. Not salesy. And it's just a natural progression in the cycle. It's just a natural progression from grow, engage, sell. So over the next 90 days, make sure to do this consistently every single day. Don't take a day where you're not growing your audience. It doesn't take long to add 10 people to Facebook. It doesn't take long to create a quick video, and it doesn't take long to create a call to action. So over the next 90 days, you do those 3 things without fail, you will grow your business over the next 90 days.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I mean, then it just comes down to consistency. If you've got a plan to execute on those 3 points there, then it's really just a matter of consistency. You're totally right. Okay, this was awesome. Really great value, some really great insights, and some really specific things that you're doing right now in your business and have been doing to grow your business, to create results, create a full-time income, be able to travel around the world and enjoy this business, enjoy this lifestyle. So first of all, congratulations to you on your success. I'm looking forward to what you're going to achieve and where you're going to take your business in 2017 because it's only upwards from here. And I want to thank you for taking the time to contribute to the community, to the industry at large, and share your knowledge and your experience and help others to create success as well, because that's what it's all about. So thank you so much, Kay, for being here and for sharing.
Thanks so much for having me out, Norbert. Really appreciate it.
Awesome, man. All right, fantastic. Guys, be sure to you'll definitely want to check out the case study, the premium case study with Kay. He's going to be digging right in and showing you exactly what he's doing in your business. And of course, you're going to get access to all of the case studies in the membership when you take action on that. So we will see you in there, and take action on what you learned here, apply it into your business, and we will see you next week for another episode. All right, everybody, take care. I hope you enjoyed this week's Playmaker session. If you love the session, subscribe now to our YouTube channel so you never miss our weekly episodes. Be sure to also subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Just type in Online Playmakers in the search bar and click subscribe, and be sure to leave a 5-star review. All of the episodes, show notes, transcripts, resources, and bonuses are available on the blog over at onlineprofitplaybook.com, along with several bonus free tutorials I've created for you as well. Your fast track to results is to follow the Playmakers. You can download their closely guarded playbooks and follow them step by step to grow your influence, build your audience, and create results in your business right now. Head over to onlineprofitplaybook.com and join the Playmakers to get full access today. Thank you again for joining us today, and be sure to tune in next week as we bring you another power-packed session with the top Playmakers online. This is Norbert Orlowitz, signing off.